Well, hello there. Today we are going to be playing a game by the name of Revhead. Personally, it reminds me of another game that was called like Street Legal Redline Racing. Except this one's set in like Australia, of all places. Maybe let's make the sound effects a bit louder. But the overall idea here is that you just get to build a car, essentially piece by piece, and then you go racing. And there's like a pretty big map, and there's like various different areas to explore, and various different types of races that you can partake in. Now this car is kind of goofy and also running off of like off-road tires and stuff. So the handling is what it is. And of course, I am also playing today with a regular gamepad instead of a proper wheel. I do have a wheel, but the dead zone there kind of makes me feel like it's only good for more or less like Euro Truck and stuff. Also, hi, welcome in. And normally you don't even have to drive around the map that much, but there is like a gas station where you can fill your car up, as well as a kind of specialized store with various parts. So how this works is that similar to Street Legal, there's like catalogs. And if you want a specific type of part, you just kind of add it to the cart, you pay for it, and then eventually you get to install it on your car. Now, of course, if you want, you can also look for kind of used stuff. Either, like entire cars or just individual parts. But there's like no guarantee that you're gonna get exactly what you're after, right? That said, some of the prices are pretty good and all. But where this game is quite different from, I guess, most racing games is that I can do this. I can lift the car up and get a very close look at literally every part that is on it. Like here we have the engine block, we got the carburetor with the air filter, the oil filter, the starter, the generator, there's the ignition, and so on and so on. And you can even put like turbos on your car, depending on the engine. And of course, there's also various different rims and wheels, well, tire types and stuff. There's the hubs, brakes, control arms, and all the other good stuff. So there's so much freaking stuff. You can even mess around with like the gearbox and the differential ratios and whether it's like a four-wheel drive or something else. That's a lot of stuff. Also, yeah, it has been a while. I've been pretty busy with like work and everything else. And also trying to get more games running like on the Intel Arc GPU. But so far it's fine. Now, in the game, you also gotta change the oil, change the water, sometimes wash the car, right? There's also like a soft body damage system where, your car can get banged up. Also mess around with like the timing and everything. So there's like a lot of stuff. And if I want, I can also look at both my stats as a driver, as well as the actual car, and if I want, eventually sell it. But right now, there's also an event where we have to like win a race. But for now, let's just jump in like a tiny kind of race. And you can bet on basically, the fact that you'll win or finish in a good spot and just get more money. Okay, that is entirely too loud. Oh wait, frick, right. I can't mess around with the options while I'm in a race. So we're just doing this one from like a first-person perspective. The one thing I think kind of sucks about the game is the actual tracks. It's not that they're like horrible, they work, but some of them are insanely boring. It's just like, oh hey, here's the circle, have fun. The actual tracks feel like what you'd put in like, I don't know, a tech demo or like an early access game. There are some bigger ones that are kind of really good, but unfortunately there's just not a lot of like variety, right? You know, I kind of catch myself wishing that there would be like, I don't know, a modding community just adding more stuff to the game. Also, yeah, busy can be good. But also, I no longer have like a video editor for YouTube, so I guess up there, the stuff that's gonna, you know, like the new videos, all of those are probably just gonna be like VODs, which is fine, I guess. An occasional clip in the middle. Okay, this should be good. Oh, and another interesting thing, you can have a whole bunch of different cars. So let's just grab the, what would you even call it? It's not like a Jeep, it's like an SUV, but like a frickin' blocky one. Gosh. Now this one though, this one has a way more powerful engine. It goes up to like 870 horsepower, but because this thing weighs like over 2 tons, it kind of sucks. Even with like freaking good wheels. I'm gonna do like a regular race here, right? And just let you see for yourselves. Oh yeah, right. If I win the, you know, the regular race in the desert map, I get additional stuff and I guess like an amateur rating. And the amateur rating lets me do like a bunch of drag racing and other stuff. Now, I think having an editor would be really cool, but at the same time, I don't really do, you know, streaming professionally, right? I just sometimes, you know, start recording and streaming and say meow moo, and that's about it. Mostly while looking at very jank and lovely indie games. So the finances of like having an editor just really don't work out for me, unfortunately. I did edit a few videos of my own, but that also takes so freaking much time, like, oh my gosh. Look at this. Like, sure, the handling has its like ups and downs, but this is pleasant. Even with like a regular gamepad. Gosh, the engine's probably so freaking loud on stream. Oh no. Yeah, you can also see how the maps are passable, and like the road surface is nice. I like that part. Oh, and there's a very giant day and night cycle. But yeah, the maps could have so many more like bends and, you know, elevation changes and so much more stuff. And in contrast to the Street Legal game, I also did not see anyone really making mods for this one. Which is odd, because the game itself is really cool. And unlike My Summer Car, this one doesn't really make you, you know, put together a car part by part. Well, at least not to such a degree that it would get kinda, you know, annoying. You just pick from a list and stuff just snaps in where it needs to. as for the editing, DaVinci Resolve. It is free, and if you ever need to do basically anything like that, it is a really lovely program. It does take a bit of getting used to, though. A bit more than the other stuff I had used. So in some ways, I guess it's a little bit like Blender of all programs. Blender is also really good for, like, 3D modeling and UV unwrapping and, just like animating too. The problem is that the UI of Blender is kind of difficult to get used to, and the way they handle some concepts. Oh, works with SteamOS. I mean, SteamOS is like Linux-based, and DaVinci Resolve does work on Linux, so it should be good, maybe? I haven't actually used SteamOS myself. I have messed around, like, with a bunch of Linux distros before, but, each of them is a bit different. And there we go, 7,500. Possibly because our car is slightly OP. Let me check the... Okay, maybe this is better. I'm just trying to figure out the volume that would actually work. Now, we are going to select our current car as the project car. Meaning that we're gonna do the special mission now. But also, you installed SteamOS on one of your devices, or what? What's going on there? Do tell. And what is it like? Oh yeah, look, we have proper competition now. Hell yeah. Oh, I was just asking if you installed, like, SteamOS on one of your devices or something. And what is it like? 'Cause I'm curious. Gosh, we are not actually winning this. Fuck. We're kind of falling behind. Uh-oh. There are 11 laps in this race, though. Oh, no. Well, this is a little bit alarming. Oh, Steam Deck. You're using a Steam Deck as a PC? Huh. I mean, I don't see why you couldn't. This is just interesting. Actually getting like a mini PC would be really cool at some point. Maybe someday I'll manage to do that as well. Gosh, we are really falling behind. Frank, this is not good. This is really not going good for us. This is the fastest car I have. Come on, the Frank. Yeah, we're 6 seconds behind. I don't think we're recovering here. I'm pretty sure the mission also expects me to be, like, first place. Right, again, that was a bad shift too. only hope is that once the AI in front of us like laps the opponents and stuff, then maybe they will just get caught up and be like unable to properly like pass or something like that. But there's some games you can't play. Oh, that's unfortunate. I mean, I guess a part of it is because, you know, some like anti-cheat developers just won't properly support Linux. And that is kind of stinky on their part. Because the game engines themselves, for the most part, actually do have good Linux support. Like, I've dabbled in game development, and that stuff really shouldn't be as big of a problem. Like, sure, sometimes it's buggy, but at least you can get most games running. Oh shit, we are 10 seconds behind. Uh-oh. Frick, shortcut time. Skyrim. That's weird. You'd think that with like Proton you could get them running. Because there is a site called ProtonDB where each game basically gets a rating depending on what people report, whether it works or whether you can get it working with some like tinkering. So if you want, you can probably just look up the games on ProtonDB and see what people say. Oh, I'm screwed. I am so screwed here. Because Proton is essentially running on Vine, which is kind of like a sort of emulation layer, but not quite. It basically tries to replicate some of the Windows stuff that games and other programs need to run, like the Windows APIs. And for the most part, it does like a passable job. Yeah, no, we are just not catching the person. I'll let they catch up to us and then we can like freaking bonk them into the side of the road. Grrr. Gosh, I should have probably just done like a regular race to build up a little bit more in the way of money. I actually kind of got this SUV because when you get stuff from the shop, you actually need to put it in the back of your truck and, well, like in your trunk, and just bring it back. And the other cars had very, very limited trunk space. Oh, it just wouldn't work. That's unfortunate. Honestly, that is more or less why I kind of like daily drive Windows still. Of course with a few tweaks to make it less annoying, but there is some software and some games that I just kind of enjoy that are available and run. I do feel like, I don't know, in 5 years, maybe more, the picture is going to be like way, way, way different. Because Linux is getting more and more adoption every single year. And for whatever reason, it seems like Windows and Microsoft often just kind of screw things up for no good reason. But yeah, I guess time will tell. like slightly catching up, but that is, I don't think that's enough for 2 laps that we have left. Oh wait, they're all bunched up ahead. Hey yo? That's a kind of a bad shift. Oh no. I'm going as fast as this thing is gonna go. The one thing I maybe don't like as much is that there's like no NOS or no like drafting or no other like gamey mechanics to give you at least a little bit of an advantage. If your car is slow, your car is slow and you ain't doing a lot about that. Which is a bit unfortunate, but what are you gonna do about it? There's a car ahead of us that is just like straight up smoking. What? That's a little bit interesting. So they're like insanely fast. The frick? Oh yeah, and I need to figure out how to make like drifting more of a possibility, because this ain't it. I also feel like, oh wait, we're almost out of fuel. Oh god damn it, right. This engine and this setup, it just freaking burns fuel like there's no tomorrow. And I think we might just run out very, very soon. Okay, wait, never mind. The finish line is right there. We are just barely getting out of this. There we go. Gosh, we were still behind by a bunch. I don't think this means we win the mission. Okay, we did get some races, I guess. Oh yeah, and if we... Okay, what were the controls? This control's kind of weird. Anyways, we can go with like a freaking jerry can over to the pump, and yeah, if our car is like completely dry, at least we can fill it up a little bit. Kind of a goofy mechanic, but frick it. See? Yoink, there we go. Oil is kind of screwed. Water's fine. Body took some damage. Battery's fine. But we are gonna see that all of the parts are getting at least a little bit of wear. Also, hi Devi! Welcome in. I hope you're having a lovely day. We're gonna keep this car in a really good shape. Mostly because if it gets like too damaged, you're essentially screwed and you have to like throw it basically out. Well, like the parts, right? Because at some point you can no longer properly repair them. And of course, there's stuff like the spark plugs that are more or less just like consumables, right? But no, this is actually a pretty good condition, all things considered. Dashboard's kind of screwed, but I don't really need that much. There we go. This is fine. Oh no, plugin is borked. Now let's go and refill this car properly. Fill her up. There we go. Maybe like this. Yeah, this should be good. I don't know. I keep decreasing the volume, but on my side it sounds just so much more intense than, you know, other cars and stuff. It is hard to figure out what like proper audio levels are. Hey Divi, what do you think? Is the car engine balanced okay with the music and, you know, like voice? Might be not loud enough now. Dang it. I don't think the frickin' slider is like fully linear, but eh. Oh yeah, music as well. Let's gently boop the music upwards. But also, I don't freaking know why the car is so bad. Like, maybe just because it's very, very heavy and stuff. Maybe I can swap it with, like, the other one and just drive around in this one, right? Oh yeah, and there's also street racing. Occasionally you find people who just want to race with you. No idea where, but somewhere on the map, presumably. Up front. Also, yeah, all of the car brands are very much fake. Also, I have no freaking idea what's going on here. Ayo? That is like the airfield? Is it open during the night? Ayo? Oh frick, I didn't even know that this is a thing. Oh! Oh, they're doing underground drag races. Okay, let's try with the bronze time first. "19 seconds. I can beat that. I can probably beat the gold time even with some better shifting. So frick it, let's try it. There we go. And we beat it. Hell yeah. And now there's Dragon. As you go along, typically the races just get more intense and stuff. Oh, and there's also some that are limited to the type of car we have. I didn't know that this is actually a thing. Now I'm wondering whether there's more races that I just straight up don't know about. Because like, normally the available ones, they show up on the map. This one does not. Oh freak, oh no. Oh no. Yeah, I can't beat that. I would need a completely different car build for that. And probably tires, because I'm trying to do drag racing with basically off-road tires. No, they're just so much faster. God damn. Luckily I have a lot of money, so this isn't like super bad. This is more of like a learning experience, if you will. Let's just do more time trial to make up for the money we just lost. Oh yeah, and another really interesting thing is that the actual dashboards in the cars and, you know, the stuff you see in the HUD changes based on what you put in there. So if I wanted like a boost gauge for the turbo, I could probably do that. Oh, freak. Won't make this one. I shifted into second, not first. Uh-oh. Maybe two more. Now, some of the people who did like critique the game on Steam basically said that it is perhaps a little bit too grindy. But I don't really hate the game loop. I just wish there were like more tracks and stuff. Everything else is pretty much okay. There we go. Yes, this straight up does not show up. We just know that there's a location there, but that's about it. Other than that, there is the Salt Lake and there's a mine kind of race. And there's also like a forested area with some more winding paths and stuff. And there's also like an asphalted race there. And there's also like a big frickin' oval kind of thing, but that is it. That's all of the locations there are in the game for now. Kind of a bummer, I don't know. Oh yeah, there's like finish first in a race on Imalona. Okay. So I think we should just go for like the proper amateur rank and stuff. So we go here and then instead of the sponsored race, first we do just like the regular one, right? And if we win this, it should give us the amateur rank, which is gonna open up a bunch more races. We do kinda need to be concerned about the truck in front of us though, because they're really fast. I don't really know how we could like short circuit the track and kind of cheat, right? Like maybe like this. Surely this is not how you're supposed to drive. I just happen to have like off-road tires. Oh no. I mean, we're not getting like disqualified, so it's gotta be fine, right? Yeah, we're really not freaking gaining on them. This kind of sucks. Oh no. I might need to mess around with like the gearbox and everything. just to make it so that this car would reach its top speed a bit faster. I also wonder if I could make it into more of like a drift car, but I don't really know how one does that. Like, I know there's some preset ones that you can buy, but I still need to like inspect all of the parts to figure out what makes the car go properly sideways and stuff. And Harry is the winner. You're a winner, Harry. We still did get some money, but I don't think we got the rank. Did we? Yeah, no. We need a better car for that. How can you make some money? Okay, let's do some random jobs. Oh yeah, fix this car. Roars extremely loud. If I rev the engine, its sound is pretty distorted. It's probably like a bad muffler, no? So you can take on some like random little jobs here and there. Yeah, broken. Sport rear muffler. And this one's new. So we just go here and we look for new mufflers, I guess. If we are gonna go for like used parts. Oh dear. What car is it? Okay. You know, we might just get in the car ourselves and drive it over to a shop that sells parts for it, right? Oh wait, frick, I can drive this one. Damn it. Okay, let's just buy a new magazine, which is basically like an inventory reset, and see if this helps. Okay. Okay, that's a mid-pipe. That's a different car. Okay, regular muffler. It's not a sports one, but frickin'. No, the guy doesn't even need them to be like properly matched. It's fine. Come on. Come on. There we go. Perfect cow car repairs. Ignore the fact that they're like completely mismatched. Replace the exhaust. Yeah, done. Mess with the timings? Can I rev it? Sadly, seems like not in here. At least while it's on the ground. Oh no. Yeah, I think their car is just fine. We are good here. Yep, done. What do you mean I fixed it? It's fine. Back in my day, we didn't even have mufflers like that. Grr. I did replace the exhaust. Come on. Yeah, you know what? Forget. I don't need it. Sorry. Lamau. So the game is kind of demanding in regards to what it wants. Now, I did select the project car, but I'm gonna have to cancel the project because this car is, well, the one I have is just not gonna ever go fast. Okay, wait, no. into the garage with this one, and let's go over to the garage and try to sell it. An interesting thing is that if we advertise in the newspaper, other players can see our car and they can buy it. But I will sell it now for 68k. That's fine, that gives us plenty of money. And then, in the list of the cars we can buy, we can just look around. Now these are cars by other players, so they are often quite expensive. But we can also look at just the ones that have been pre-generated for us. And I kind of want the... Okay, this one's a new one, and it has like the big bed in the back. This is perfect. This is gonna become our little like supply car. Because I can use this one to haul a frickload of supplies. Has some fuel. Okay, wait, we probably need to refill the jerry can. Regular oil, water, it's clean, it's not damaged. Now, unfortunately, this car will also be really, really insanely slow. But you know what, that's fine. We could even get rid of these rims and replace them with some like backups we had, I think, that were meant for off-roading. Yeah, that's a little bit sad, but okay. Come on. Okay, there we go. Some new off-road tires. Maybe a bit smaller than they should be, but this is fine. In the meantime, let's also look at what other cars we could possibly get. Because we do have money. Well, we might need to spend a bunch to actually like fix the car up. There's the Valia ones, but we already have one like that. I feel like we can probably just max out the car that we do have already. So let's switch over to it and just kind of look at what's under the hood and what parts we might need to get. Okay, so the health of everything should be fine. We just need to find what we could like replace or improve, right? Like for example, right now we have a four-wheel diff with a bunch of random as frick like half shafts and stuff. The actual gearbox, also 4 speeds, maybe not ideal. And slightly worn off-road tires, but this is largely fine. We got like a pretty decent muffler. And exhaust mid-pipe and stuff. Now we do have turbos, but these aren't like ideal, I don't think. I think we could just straight up sell a lot of these parts. And replace them with like racing specific ones. Because there is that one shop in the game that sells racing parts that are better than the ones by the various manufacturers that you get. The kind of limiting factor is more or less the engine type though. Because we can't really put like a V8 in here. It just wouldn't fit. I do wonder if I can put in like a different kind of engine though. Okay, 165 is the maximum amount of stuff we can drive around. And 700. Okay, yeah, this is perfect. So let's just grab our car. Yeah, very much like a kind of utility vehicle. Oh yeah, we have kangaroos and stuff. Hell yeah. Now, interesting thing, there's one shop over here that sells tires. And there's one that sells like classic auto parts. However, neither of those are like what we need. Instead, what we want is to go over... Oh gosh, the gearbox is weird. Instead, we want to go over to like a specialized racing store. Oh yeah, and I don't even see my RPM in this car. That is so weird. Let's just take a little shortcut. Yeah, see, by the racetrack. That's where that specialized shop is. Now, for the sake of an experiment, I could get like a V8 engine, but I think it straight up won't fit. They do have a lot of different ones though. We could also try to put a rotary one in. I don't think that... Oh wait, no. Technically I can put a freaking V6 in. L4. Okay, actually let me look it up on the wiki so I don't waste literally all of the money I earned. A mid-70s model of a Japanese sedan. Oh, okay, I can put in an SL4 SV6 and RXV8. Oh yeah, there we go. Although the wiki page might be kind of out of date, so I really do not know. Wait, why wouldn't this one work though? Grrr. Forget, let's try it. And how this works is that we basically just get the stuff and we drive it back to our garage. We can also just go and do some street racing for a little bit. I won't have all of the parts to like put the V8 together anyways. Okay, we gotta go to like a rest stop kind of looking place. Not sure where that is, but we can probably find it really quickly. Big stones. I have no idea where the frick that is. Hopefully on this map. Because I kind of hope that, you know, every map that you are on has some racing going on. What is that place? No, that's a map transition. The maps are actually not that big, to be honest. Oh, hey, racing. Okay. Big stones. Oh, a drag. Yeah, sure. Oh, that's a scary sounding engine. I might just be horribly screwed over here. Uh-oh. At least there's a frickload of turns, and the off-road tires are kind of good at that. Yo, don't frickin' hit me. What a jerk. Where the frick are we driving? Oh hell yeah. That's frickin' easy. We should do illegal street racing more often. Yeah. Ow. The frick? Why can't I go back in the garage? The heck? Oh right, different car in there. Never mind. So let's see, can I truly just freaking sell this whole thing? And replace it with the other engine. Oh yeah, I can. But we are gonna need a frickload of parts. Nice that it fits though, and we can sell this one, so yeah. That's at least something. What else is bad? Oh, the battery and everything else. Now obviously this car won't start, so we have to put it back in the storage for a little bit. We're just gonna be kind of doing such a weird and odd dance for a little bit. Okay, at least we get to build a new car on stream. Hell yeah. A tachometer would go a long way though. At least the suspension is fine and we're not exactly like rolling over. There we go. So, what do I want? Probably the top of the line parts, eh? Oh wait, no, I can do category by category too. So we went with the RX V8, which is a V8 type of engine. We're gonna have to click around for a little while. So, okay, so there's intercoolers and fans and radiators. Gosh, this is gonna be insanely expensive. V8 ignition? Like the racing kind. And a drive belt. And of course their fancy sparks for $2,500 for some spark plugs. Jeez. That is insanely bad. Oh yeah, and they have their own like custom dashboard. I don't really think I need that. But it's interesting that they show you like the tire temp and similar stuff too. Okay, air filters? Sure. Oh wait, no, not inline, not inline. I'm not sure about the suspension. It should be pretty cheap, so we might as well get it. I'm pretty sure these are per unit, though. Actually, we probably don't need the fancies there. Two hubs. One of their clutches. Now, the actual diffs I don't know about. Probably 4x4, but what ratio would be good? I have precisely no idea. I can probably just get whatever is available and then just mess around with the gearbox endlessly. Maybe this gearbox. There's a twin turbo. Okay, twin turbos are for those. And there's also racing exhaust manifolds. Inline racing stage, 5-stage turbo. But it says inline. Yeah, frick it. I'll just grab one, and if it doesn't fit, then I know I'm doing something silly. Oh yeah, right. Superchargers. I am now reminded that I know nothing about cars. Wow. So I'm guessing this would go on instead of like the carburetor or whatever. So you'd get like 2 turbos. Because we have the twin turbo setup. And then the actual like power and stuff. And also direct steering. Okay, we can't get it direct steering. Not enough space. Anyways, time to bring all of this back. to strip the existing car for parts though, so we can install everything and sell all the other parts we don't need. So yeah, thank you so much for dropping by, and I hope you have a lovely day. Now let's spend some time messing around with the car. I know for a fact that I'm gonna keep the rims and the tires for a while, even if the rims are a little bit messy. I'm probably also keeping the lights. There's nothing wrong with them. I don't think this car has versions that have like, you know, intakes on the lights. The radiator and the intercooler we're selling. And we're just gradually gonna put on the new stuff as well. Yeah, we can see like a really fancy fan and everything. I feel like the control arms and brakes and all that stuff is gonna have to go. Racing suspension. I'm a little bit afraid of, you know, how that will actually fit the car in practice. But we'll see. Oh yeah, and we're gonna need to get rid of the half shafts as well. And the anti-roll bars or sway bars or whatever the frick you call them. And the mufflers, and differentials, gearbox. The engine's good, that stays. Battery. Dashboard can stay. Steering though. Steering we're replacing. Wait. Oh yeah, we didn't get the other one. Okay, for now that's fine. Don't even have a mid-pipe. Oh, that's a bummer. What's the thing on the bottom that we could have... Oh wait, yeah, that's the sway bar. Okay. What else do I have that I can actually put in? I guess a bunch of engine stuff, right? Oh yeah, hubs. Okay. No generators. Do have the ignition. That's good. Thermostat, water pump, spark plugs, and the manifold. Okay. No mid-pipes though. Do have the drive belt? But that would be for the carburetor, but feel like once we put on the control arms, it should fix the, you know, height of everything. Why does it say I don't have a compatible carburetor though? It's a V8 engine. Okay, over here I've done what I can. So, yeah, that's some progress. Doesn't look like a finished car though. Hopefully we can make it to the store before it's like closed and stuff. Because right now we also don't have any sort of car we can like properly race. I'm just hoping that I have enough money to finish the car that we started working on. Because you shouldn't need like a whole 100k to build a car. Gosh, I freaking love the suspension though. Like, okay, the controls feel a bit stiff, but the suspension is doing a really good job. Okay, we were here before. I gotta get this supercharger. I still don't know if it's like properly compatible with the car though. Might be a horrible choice, I don't freaking know. Oh yeah, right, we have hood and roof intakes. I don't know if I can put those on though. And a carburetor just in case. And there's a bunch of generic parts though. Since I didn't see the fancy ones, we could just, you know, get those. Like the water pump and the thermostat. And a drive belt. Not sure about the brakes. What do the millimeters mean for sway bars? Yeah, let's try this. Frick it. We'll see. Like a fancy battery? I don't think we need the fuse box or horn or whatever. Ah, frick it. Let's go back and see if this helps in any way. Because I think the engine itself should be more or less the most expensive part. If only this were a Mad Max themed game where we'd have to like do shootouts to protect our cargo. Okay, that's good. Wait, 30 mil is the diameter. How should those two relate to one another though? Uh-oh. We're getting the generic hull shafts. I don't know if I got like a freaking drive shaft, like the full. Okay, yeah, we don't have that one. $245. R17. They also had R20s, eh, yo? Oh wait, no, those are street tires. Oh yeah, right. Additional slots kind of open up and we can add the intakes and stuff too. Just to give the engine a bit more, you know, airflow. Except if we're gonna have the supercharger, it might just kind of poke out. I don't frickin' know. So we got front brakes and generic control arms. Oh yeah, that fixed the height, I think. I don't think the generic brakes are going to be that good, which might be a bit of a problem, but eh. There. There. So if we lower it, it should look way more like a proper car. Now the unfortunately the wheels are a little bit too big for the wheel arches and stuff. That means technically if we turn the wheel, it would not be pretty. Oh no. But frick it, video game logic says it works, so it works. Okay, so we can put on a carburetor. And then on top of that, boom, tower. Oh god, that is... that is freaking heresy. No. We have a car attached to our engine. What a freaking wild game. Whereas if I do just the air filter, then that's it. No huge tower. Alternatively, there's like a supercharger that's more like low profile. But no, we're gonna freaking go big. Maximum airflow. I don't think the engine... Yeah, optimal flow is... for at least 4 times lower. Oh no. That supercharger is kind of wasted on this engine. Okay, we still need like a starter and a generator. And the actual mid-pipe for the exhaust and some mufflers probably. We can even look at like the parts list and stuff. This is all good. Horns are all good. Yeah, I do need the generator. So wait, let me write it down. Generator, starter, exhaust, mid pipe, drive shaft. Oh yeah, probably should fix the taillights. I guess I bumped into something. And that's it. After that, I think we have a proper car. No? None of these seem to be missing anything. So we are one trip to the store away from having an absolute beast of a car. Only thing is, I think the shop might be closed during the night, so we might have to go to the hotel and sleep. True. Speaking of which, my throat is kinda dying, so I will take a quick break and be back in like 5, okay, maybe not even 5 minutes, maybe 2 or 3 minutes with something to drink. Yeah, be right back. And we are back. And I have gotten some tasty, tasty coffee. Okay, here we are. It's actually really nice that I wrote that little list of all the stuff we need, because otherwise I would have forgotten. Oh, you know. Also, I have to say that for all of its faults, like the lack of map variety, this game in some ways is better than Street Legal. Like, sure, that game also has some more intricate tweaking of the cars you make and stuff. And, you know, it has NPCs as road traffic. Like a whole police system and everything. But the actual racing and the idea of just like street races, that is done here better. So we need like a generator and a starter. We have additional intakes. We don't really need additional intakes right now. Mostly because, you know, insane supercharger. There's additional lights? Okay, let's just look up generator. Oh, it's not... It's actually not letting me input it. Oh wait, that's just the product ID. No, damn it. No starter? What is wrong with this search? What? Why is it showing? This is so weird. I can only input a single letter and then it started showing me the FPS and stuff. Why? Okay, never mind. Okay, so what we need is not here. We do have stuff for this particular make of car, so it should be good. Generator? We do have ignition, we need a starter. I kind of hope this starter is going to be enough, but yeah, we'll see. Speedometer with water temp and fuel level. That's actually nice. Only thing is I don't remember how many slots the actual, you know, main dash has, so, Tachometer would be pretty cool though. Maybe a new dashboard while we're at it. I can probably get all of these, it doesn't matter that much. So just like one of each and figure it out later. Maybe not the clock, we really don't need the clock. So the brakes are fine, I think, like the custom ones. We do need the exhaust mid pipe and the drive shaft. Oh, there we go. Drive shaft. Everything else is generic. Okay, here's the exhausts. Rear twin mid pipe. Oh wait, apparently we can put rotary engines in. That's unexpected. But yeah, we're gonna do like a rear twin mid-pipe. And 2 sports mufflers. Now let's say the fast response steering. Maybe even like a fancy GT wing. Oh, soft top. Okay. You can get like custom headlights and everything. Don't really need any of those, it's fine. Right, front race light. Hood race light? That's a thing? Well, anyways, we have everything we need, I think. I just feel like once we get the engine actually running, it's probably gonna self-destruct. And also I will need to restart the game because for whatever reason it really hates keyboard input right now. So I'm just gonna drive back to the, you know, garage. Save and restart again. Should only take like a minute. Okay, all good. There, and quit. And now we're just gonna start it back up. I also got like all of the DLC for the game because I do want to support the developers. I just feel like this game never really got the amount of followers I think it should have, right? Bit of a bummer, but oh well. Okay. Oh yeah, GT wing. Hell yeah. And oh yeah, race light. Oh, that's so freaking cool. We got like a rally car in here. Oh, there's also like a hood version of the lights. That is interesting rally like, but I don't know, a little bit jank. 75% remaining cooling effect. Oh yeah, it's in front of the cooler, but it doesn't matter again because we got this freaking tower here. And you know, the game doesn't really let you do like body kit swaps and stuff like that, but it's a nice start. And the sports mufflers. There we go. Oh, wait, frick, no compatible starter. Well, that's a bummer. What else is missing? Oh, generator. Yeah, generator and starter. I need something beefier. Okay, let's just look at the freaking newspaper then, I guess. Oh wait, right. We have the custom dash as well. Two large instruments. Water temp and fuel level. Oh right, we see nice preview. That's actually really pleasant. Water temp and fuel level. Oh yeah, that's actually gonna work out really nicely. Nice. I've never seen any other game that lets you customize the actual like HUD you're gonna see, like the dash and stuff. It's insanely freaking cool. Let's get the fast response steering as well. Maybe the direct one. 08 sensitivity, max angle 45 degrees. Yeah, frick it. Why not? Come on. Apparently I can't swap the, oh wait, no, I can't swap the steering wheel. That's fine. So, okay, I need generator and starter. Anything. Narnu is the big truck, so frick it. Should be good now. And now, generator. Yep, frick it. Good enough. Okay, those are compatible. And the very overpriced drive belt. Okay. One of those needed repairs though. Yep, there we go, starter. Good as new. So this is it. We should have everything we need for this fancy as frick car. Now let's sell the generic stuff. Oh wait, soft top. Damn, I should figure out how to put that on. I'm keeping those turbos for like another car. Okay, so no unneeded spare parts either. Fuel is good. Tire pressure is fine. Probably racing oil. Expensive, but maybe it's gonna help with the longevity of the engine. Okay, let's see how it sounds. Okay, I can actually hear it in this mode. Let's go for a drive. Frick it. Also, yeah, oh, that is obscene. Oh god, this is so fast. This car has no business being this fast. Oh, and we do even get like a little bit of like a drift kind of vibe because of the direct steering. Yeah, right. It's also very, very fast in regards to acceleration because of the gearbox. We got like 5 gears. I doubt we're gonna like hit all of them though. Gosh, it was so freaking cool to be able to build a car part by part. Come on. Okay, it actually doesn't really spin out that much. It's pretty stable. But yeah, we're going over 200. Jeez. I am vibing. Surprisingly, the generic brakes are fine. I feel like this car could do just straight up drag races as well. Over 220. If I needed to, I could probably mess around with like the ratios and stuff to get more like acceleration or top speed out of it. Just for most regular races, this should put us in a really good position. God damn. Okay, wait. 1000 horsepower. But the top speed is kind of limited. But still, that's insane. Okay, let's do... Wait, do we have any projects? Okay, some serious contenders at the raceway. 30k. Yes. We gotta choose a car. This is gonna be our project car. Also, really quickly, let me just check the condition of everything. Whether the engine hasn't frickin' melted itself. Because I do remember that the higher spec parts do wear down, like, way higher as well. Well, way faster, I mean. But, okay, this looks fine. Whatever. We're good. Only problem, though. Raceway. So we can't really use the, off-road tires for that. So we're gonna need to put on the other rims. With the other tires we had. Okay, I think those are drag ones, though. Uh-oh. Street tire. Frickin'. Surely it won't spin out, like, too much. Yeah, this should be okay. I'm kind of thinking about the ratios though. 3.0 and 286. What if I got another differential with like a lower ratio? That should make it go faster, right? Okay, wait. Let me just double check the understanding I may or may not have about cars. Okay, yeah. Higher ratio, lower top speed, but quicker acceleration. So you probably want something way lower than 3.0. You know what? Let's drive to the store ourselves and swap it out. Oh yeah, road tires. This feels a little bit different. Mostly because it's like too responsive almost. But I will prefer that to like horrible oversteer. Oh, frick. So easy to lose control. Maybe I need like a 6-speed gearbox. I don't freaking know. Okay. So we want the Euro stuff. And there we go. I still think we want 4x4 just to avoid spinning out as much, right? And instead of 3, we could go for, gosh, I don't know. 2? And then which gearbox do we have on? I think we had like the kind of cheaper version of these, so 2.86. You know what? This is fine. We're just gonna go with like a different diff. This is definitely not meant for off-roading right now. Sounds like a freaking rally car. That is amazing. Anyways, this should give us a way different like top speed. I might not understand this fully, but it should be closer to 300, I think, right? So 3 and 1.9. Okay, so what's the theoretical top speed? Top speed not applicable? What the frick do you mean not applicable? What? Okay, recalculate your stuff. What do you mean? It still starts. I can drive around. Oh yeah, definitely accelerate slower now. Maybe it just didn't update in time and it should now, right? 150? The hell? Why did it decrease like that? Wait. We're going to the speedway. I'm just kind of practicing a little bit. Like if the ratio is lower, surely it should go faster. Also, why is it 150? We're going over 200 at like gear 3. What? Okay, maybe the acceleration is a bit of a problem. Like the supercharger is doing whatever the frick it can, but the engine just doesn't have enough horsepower. We should be in like gear 4 or 5 by now. Okay. Let's go and swap it back out for a sec. But hey, I'm learning something. At least how the game wants me to play it. And I think very soon we're gonna be ready for the fanciest frick race. So you know what? Frick it. Let's not even test it twice. Let's just go ahead. Raceway? And... oh, wait, that's a drag race? Really? Well, then we have to put on some proper, like, drag tires. Meow. Because luckily I do have some of those stashed away as well. 275, 295. There we go. I feel like over here the engine is gonna end up as the limiting factor for us. But everything else we've largely done as much as we can. So let's do some drag racing. Oh frick, wait, no, that's not the camera. No, damn it! They're faster! No, we're restarting. Our shifting has got to save us. No, it frickin' doesn't. God damn it. We eventually lose out. What if I try being an absolute jerk? Disqualified. Okay. Okay, buddy, I see how it is. So I won by literally skipping the second gear. Frickin' 10 out of 10. That was such a cop-out. Jeez. Okay. It is cool that we even get, like, drag races here. I didn't know that's a thing. Oh wait, no, this is not a drag race. This is like a regular circuit with drag tires. Oh no. It feels like we're kind of pushing this car as far as it can go. We need like a straight up bigger engine for more performance. The drag cars are surprisingly good for circuit racing though. It shouldn't work that way, but it just does. $45. Are holding steady. Maybe I need a higher ratio for this one, because we are leaving the entirety of the fifth gear, you know, unused. Okay, we can technically beat the silver time, no problem. I don't think we can do gold with this car, though. I know, we can go into fifth as well, it's just not, you know, as good. Done. There we go. And that's easy 6K. Alright, and I'd unlock the forest race if I did one regular one here. It's super freaking cool how the progression works now. I kinda love that. And look, we earned back basically the money we put in the car. That is so cool. Oh wait, I still have the drag tire on. Ah, frickin'. I'm just going shopping. Although this is the other direction. So guess we're taking the scenic route. There's the airfield. This actually plays really nice with the controller. Like, oh my gosh. 100% the right way to play this game. Like, sure, it's not as good as a good steering wheel, but the controller I'm playing this on cost like $15, right? It's like just a cheap PS3 looking USB controller. You simply cannot get a wheel that's good enough for a sim similar price. Okay. 5-speed gearbox, we're leaving that as it is. Maybe we shouldn't. Okay, so the highest we could go is like 3.5. Sure. And honestly, maybe, yeah, you know what? Forget 6-speed gearbox. Wait, no, damn it. I can't actually fit the other gearbox into this car. Well, that sucks. Can I just skip over to the garage? Yes, I can. When does the differential be good enough without all the other stuff? Is the oil good? Oh wait, no, didn't want to do that. Is the... Okay, air is fine, oil is fine, everything else seems good too. So quick time trial. Okay, yeah, this time around it actually seems to be accelerating a bit more. Unfortunately, that change to the ratio means that we kind of top out at 200. So this is probably not what we wanted. Most likely we just wanted like the other gearbox. We can hit the target, but just barely so. I'm pretty sure we can hit the target, right? Okay, yeah, we did. We're good. It's interesting that they don't let you tweak the ratios yourself. Like in some other games you can just buy like a fancy version of all the stuff and then just kinda adjust all of it as you want. Also, hi Kanik! Welcome in! I will take a drink as soon as I can because I probably don't want to drink and drive. Also, yeah, we're playing kind of like a jank racing game called Revhead, where you're in Australia. Unfortunately, I am just building increasingly more and more cursed cars. Okay, probably have to wait until the morning, and then I can go and get the other gearbox. Also, hope you've been doing well. There. Just a quick 8-hour nap. Now, because this car actually has some proper storage, we can go and get the gearbox. Gosh, this is so much slower. Maybe I should put one of the turbos or whatever on this thing instead. Just so going to like fetch supplies isn't something, you know, that causes problems. I don't have to build like a custom engine for it anyways. There we go. Okay. So, what was I here for? The custom gearbox. Euro gearbox. 6 speeds. Oh yeah, there's a bunch of other custom ones as well. Nice. Maybe I can get some like custom, you know, slightly more sporty looking parts. Maybe like an intercooler. And then the sport ignition. And sport sparks. I don't know what engine I have in here, so I'm guessing it's like the L6. So just a manifold for the turbo. And let's say twin mid pipes and then the sports mufflers. Wait, what? 84 kilo? Why am I... Oh wait, no, that's okay. I can still fit that, I think. And there's the carburetor. Looks good. Oh wait, 722 units. Okay, yeah, that's a little bit over. Frick, what can I go without? Maybe... Frag, drop the intercooler? Or the twin mid pipe, actually. Yeah, I can just buy another one. Who cares? And here we are. Maybe I should have made this into like a 4-wheel drive car as well. This one would be good at pretty much anything right now. Like, okay, it can haul a bunch of stuff, which is great, but it would not do well in races. Here we are. First up, let's take our main car and fix it up. So we don't need the 3.5 diff. That's a little bit too much. The 3.1, wait no, 3.0 diff, that one's kind of like the sweet spot for now at least. That in combination with the 6-speed gearbox. This has got to work. Okay. Okay, that's as close to perfection as we're gonna get here, I think. Let's try it out. Raceway? Practice? Really good acceleration. Goes up to 200. And still keeps accelerating fast. It still does max out near 200 though. But that is also when the acceleration kind of slows down, so yeah. So 205. You know what? For now, that's probably fine. And meanwhile, in here, grab this one. Oh wait, just a second. Right. I totally forgot. There's different types of races sometimes. So there's the oval and there's the drag strip. And big ovals. Okay. So yeah, there is a little bit more map variety than I originally said. Well, not for all of them, sadly. I don't think for the desert you get... not the desert, but like the drag map. This one. I don't think you get a lot of variety there either. There's just like a bunch of different drag races. Well, we'll get around to that. Anyways. What parts do I even have right now? Let's see. Oh yeah, right, I needed the, whatchamacallit, the, twin pipe. Yeah, mid pipe. So take this off, and then just look for like used parts or something. Exhaust? There we go. Why mid pipe? Twin mid pipe, okay. Oh wait, no, that's a side mid pipe. Dang it. I don't know if these are compatible across different types of cars. I don't think they are, unfortunately. What even is this car? A Vanja. Yeah. I need a Vanja rear pipe. So if you use the newspaper, you're gonna be doing this a lot. Because it's never guaranteed to have exactly what you need. That's a side mid pipe, not a rear one. You know what? Actually, time for another break. I'll be back in like, I don't know, 5-6 minutes or something. And we are back. Yeah, and I literally don't remember exactly what we were working on. Oh no. Okay, distribution mismatch. Uh-oh. I mean, I guess I could put the hood intake on. Oh no. That looks so cursed. Blah. You know what? Frick it. We're leaving it. Lamau. Intercooler? Sure thing. Oh yeah, right. I needed the mid pipe. Okay, this is the right one, but that's a different one. Well, like right car type, not a double mid pipe. Oh wait, that's a side one. Oh. Wait a minute. No, the brands are just similar. I cannot read. We need a bunch of. Grr. I think this would be way better if I had the option of just filtering all of this down for a particular brand. Because currently I also need to like wait. Right? And that's kind of horrible. Okay, there we go. Rear twin mid pipe. Finally. What do you mean? Manifold. Exhaust manifold. Okay, can I have a different one, please? Turbo L, okay. There's, okay. What the frick? Oh, that's on like sideways, what? Oh, I'm guessing I can't even have like two, you know, mufflers and pipes or whatever the frick, because the exhaust is just on like one side. Because it is not like a V8. Okay, yeah, that actually makes some sense. Cars are freaking confusing. Okay, just one oil filter, one starter, generator on drive belt, ignition. Did I not have like a sports one? Yes, that one I did. And maybe sports sparks. I think I had those as well. Yep. What else did I even get? Oh yeah, carburetor. Distribution mismatch. Okay. It is what it is. Okay, all this is good. This is good. I think we more or less done everything we could here. Still don't know what the inline racing stage 5 is. Well, maybe at some point. At least we got like the turbo on. I can probably even swap the steering to the fast one. Yep, there we go. So if I am right, it should perform a little bit better now. Fuel's good, tires are good, oil is fine. And timing? That is all good. So is this a less useless now? Slow, but you can see that the engine is at least doing something now. Yeah, you know what? For driving to the store and back, this is fine. Don't worry about it. Now, this car, on the other hand, is going back up on the lift, and we're gonna swap out the drag tires for the off-road ones. And we're gonna do some off-road racing because I should finally have a car that is fast enough to beat the race so I can get like the proper amateur rating and stuff. Are these the right ones? I think they are. So there. And the desert race. And then I'm gonna get the mine if I win this. Yeah, we got this. God damn. As long as we don't horribly crash and burn, I think this is good as one. Like, look at this. We are 9 seconds ahead. We're drifting in frickin' 5th gear. I love this. Very, very freaking nice. Only took like 30 to 40k put into the actual car. And an insane like supercharger. Totally worth it. I think the engine would self-destruct if we tried doing an endurance race though. We're 26 seconds ahead. God damn. We're about to... Okay, we won't lap them because the race is over, but still... Oh hey, yeah, and sometimes you get like either very rare or straight up unique parts. And yeah, look, we unlocked a bunch of different races. 500 horsepower max. There's Narnus, there's one, okay. And there's stuff for convertibles. That's okay. So either way, what we should have gotten now... Wait, yo? What changed? Did we get money or something? Either way. Look, there's the desert. No, not the desert. Damn it. Here. Duga Mine. So we can do racing in a more like complex track, which is basically a big mine, like a quarry. I'm not sure if we're gonna beat the gold time, but might as well try, you know? Also, this is just an example of how the game can do more complex track layouts, and in practice it just works really well. And I don't know why they don't have like, I don't know, 5 more locations to race in. Because like if the game has been out for like a while, surely you could just add a bit more. That would be actually a really freaking badass DLC. You're just getting new tracks as a DLC. Oh gosh, we beat the gold time on our first try. Huh. That's a little bit unexpected. I think the engine sound is louder than literally anything else right now. Oh no. Okay, that's a slight improvement. I also kind of thought that manual shifting would be a bit annoying, but to be honest, you very much get used to it, especially on a controller. It just kind of works pretty well. I don't know exactly what I did, but I very much love that this setup is so close to, you know, being able to casually drift, but still lets me take corners. It's like a really, really freaking good balance, and I don't know exactly how it came to be this way. Wish I could replicate it for, like, all of the cars. There we go. Race finished then, we got 4K. And we're just unlocking more and more and more races. There's a bunch of different ones. And there's something for convertibles. I don't know why convertibles get a completely different category. Like, sure, it's a DLC, but why? So yeah, we're amateurs now. So let's see what the ranks page says about what we need to get something even more than this. For pro, I need 100 racing points, 500 mechanic points, and guitar race gold. So that's like the speedway. Street tires. Yeah, sure thing. Might as well use those if we have them. Need to refuel. actually wonder, maybe I should just like increase the pressure in all of them, right? A little bit. Actually, let's go and race whoever the frick wants to race this. Also, I have no idea where King's Shadow is supposed to be. The frick? Then again, we can cross the map in like 5 minutes, so it should be easy to find. Shadow. Come to think of it, it is a bit loud. King Shadow might be like a forested part of the map as well. Uh-oh. I don't see anyone. Maybe I have to go down the, forest road. Because this, like, well, all of this seems like, empty, completely. A game like this would be insanely cool if it had like races in like mountainous areas, a bit like Need for Speed Carbon of all games, like freaking canyon races. We're not really set up for like a drag race, though. Dang it. Oh, there we go. I see a car. What's up? Oh, there's two of them. Oh, broken down car. Right, we can also tow cars if we want. I feel like most of these games have issues with like insane power creep. Essentially, you get the good parts, you build a car, and then no one can compete with you. Either that, or like rubber banding. And then all of your work on your super cool car is basically for nothing. Oh hell yeah, there's a freaking mountain track. And this is like a very, very budget version of the Carbon Canyon races. Where the frick are we going? Jeez. yeah, there's a there's like a little viewing point overlooking everything. Cool. Okay, let's try the reverse. How bad is trying to go down this? Oh, damn it. Yeah, that probably messed with some stuff. Uh-oh. Oh yeah, and the brakes are also getting worn down gradually. Pretty good for now. And somehow the wing got damaged too. Ooh. Luckily nothing straight up broken. The engine is getting worn really quickly though. Well, luckily the block more than anything else. So I can live with this. I wonder if parts being at like 95 also means that they only get like 95% of the performance. Because if so, that's actually a really cool mechanic of the car, you know, durability affecting how it handles and stuff. Go figure. Anyways, we are ready for the fancy-ass frick race. Okay, not the convertibles, not the big oval, I don't think. Raceway race. There's drag? You know what, let's do this one and unlock the forest. Do we want to risk 10k? Sure. Oh no. Oh no, we are so much faster than everyone. That's no fun. We just kinda run into like power scaling. Like look. If we got a car like this, they stand no chance. I'm gonna lap them in like 2 or 3 laps from now. Oh yeah, and I also have 6th gear. I forgot that's a thing. Oh no. Okay, I mean, they're like gradually catching up, but still. This is not very, you know, competitive. Also kind of an endurance race, so like 10 laps in total. I can probably survive that. The engine block will be a little bit toasty though. About to lap them in a second. Have to do this carefully though. Yeah, see, there they are. Very, very careful. It is cool that they're racing with the biggest SUV. Still no idea why mine performed that badly. like objectively, the SUV engine produced around 800 horsepower. This is about 1,000, but this is like infinitely faster. And also more controllable. I still can't help but to shake the feeling that this is very much like a tech demo. Or, again, not like a portfolio project, but the studio just wanting to show others what they're capable of. And, like, you know, they are deserving of a few million in investment and just to spend like a year or 2 years working on a sequel that would be way more like fleshed out. And the fact that that's not what's happening is a little bit confusing. Like, surely this game would have a sizable enough audience, right? Because since Street Legal didn't really have much of a sequel ever, it does feel like that whole space of like racing games that actually let you build the cars that you're racing, like that whole thing is more or less up for grabs as a genre. Like, there is automation, right? And there is BeamNG, but neither of those find such a nice mix between piecing cars together and repairing them and you know, all the other racing stuff. BeamNG is more of like a physics sandbox with like a career mode tacked on, and I really appreciate that it's there, and that there's mods that make it a little bit better, but even so, it's not exactly what I want. And, I don't think there's even that many comparable games. There's Wreckfest, but that one's more about like destruction. So also not quite like this. Street Legal is still around, and they also have that like Revhead version that's also on Steam. But those are just kind of dated, and it's obvious that no one's gonna, you know, make a completely new one. There's like 1,000,001 car mechanic games, but again, those are not really good at racing and, you know, like proper damage models. Instead, they're just like, oh hey, look at how many parts a car has. Hold left mouse to unscrew. So yeah, to me it feels like there just is no competition to a game that combines both racing and building the cars. You could get vaguely close by having the automation game and BeamNG integrated, like, you know, the Car Tycoon one. But even so, that's still a little bit disjointed and not quite as objective-based as this. So yeah, it feels like a lot is being left on the table. It's kind of cool how we can make it open and close. And there we go. I guess the race is over. Yoink. 25K. Okay, we ended 5 seconds ahead of them, which I guess fair. Pro Cup. Ayo? Oh, I'm not a pro. Damn it. Let's do the reverse time trial as well. Just for the sake of a checkbox, you know, and a few more cows and then, oh, fuck it. It's hard to say, but I feel like we might beat gold on the first lap. Well, okay, not gold, silver, sorry. Wait, no, we're actually not. Oh, frick. Oh, frick, this means it's actually a little bit harder. Uh-oh. We're 3 seconds faster, that's good. Oh, this... We're gonna get it very, very, just barely. Oh yeah, we did. We good. Why does this feel harder than the other time trial? It's very, very close. Also, it occurs to me that we have built NASCAR. Oh no. Oh, 6K. That's actually pretty nice. I don't think I want to do the full race just yet. Oval, drag 800, and big oval. So how different is big oval here? Practice. Looks the same. Oh no, I see the difference. So it's literally more like NASCAR-y. Okay. Yeah, okay. That's certainly one of the races of all time. I don't think I want to do 3 laps of that. You know what? For the sake of it, why not? Silver time. I might actually lose this though. How do they expect me to do a lap of this in 51 seconds? Yeah, no, this car is just straight up too slow. I would be over a minute. Because like speed-wise, we just hit a wall basically. We need like different ratios for the diff again. I'm also not sure if the 4-wheel drive is actually messing with our top speed. Because, overall the idea is that, you know, I want the maximum grip I can get. And that's about it. Yeah, that was a nice race. And I'm a pro driver. Hell yeah. Fuel's good, air's good, oil's all good too. What an OPS frick car. Sadly, I don't think we could make it into like a sleeper, mostly because of the giant, you know, supercharger. Oh, surprisingly good state, actually. Damn. It's also cool that some of the stuff like the sparks are just like, you know, a consumable more or less. Come to think of it, I could probably just slap some frickin' drag tires on this and go into the desert. Hitting the top speed feels like a weak point though. I mean, normally you'd have like a rear-wheel drive car for drag and stuff. 190. You know what? We could actually try getting a different diff. Let's see. 4. 373. 288. Okay, this is actually kind of nice. Rear wheel drive, 65% stiffness. No idea what the frick stiffness does, but sure. We have to disassemble it, but that's fine. Now my question is this gonna be better or worse? And in the front we probably can have like regular, you know, like slick tires or whatever. Yeah, street tires. They don't need to be like big. They're just for like steering and stuff. Okay, let's try it out, I guess. Drag practice. Didn't even get into 5th gear. That frickin' sucked. Jeez. So no, it does not seem like this was an improvement. And I kind of forgot that some of those races are actually not that long, so yeah. This might actually be what we should have stuck with. Let's try that again. I don't know, maybe a little bit better. Oh yeah, we can skip over some gears, like 2 at a time. That's moderately insane. Oh, okay, yeah. The amateur one is easy. Oh, and we get some custom tires. 340. Okay. Okay, pro race. I will get that smoke here. Nope. Apparently our car is still OP. The power scaling in the game does feel weird. Sometimes you're like way ahead of everyone else. Other times you just get freaking destroyed. I don't freaking know. Oh, burning rubber. All right, okay. So we need less horsepower for this. Am I willing to what the frick? I'd be betting my entire car on. Okay, wait. Okay, we're gonna go back. We're gonna put on the slightly OP as frick tires we just got, and then we're gonna try that. If I lose this car, I will be basically at the starting point. Uh-oh. But you know what? This stream has been going on for like, 3 hours, so might as well. 405. Gosh, those are huge rims. Jeez. Yeah, that's a very serious looking tire. Jeez, okay. So what's the new tire we got like? Yeah, those are just like slick ones. That's fine. Okay. Yeah, we're just wagering the entire car on this. Uh-oh. Oh, I'm gonna get smoked. No. No. Well, F in chat. I no longer have that car. And the rare freaking tires I won. We just have this shit box. Okay, I guess that kind of wraps up Revhead for today. I will see you on another stream or video. Until later, and take care.